Our next learning objective is paying FUTA, SUTA, and workers' compensation insurance. In this video, we'll cover just paying FUTA. So we have to figure out when should we pay our FUTA tax. So it depends on how much the employer owes. So if the employer owes more than $500 in FUTA tax, then they would pay quarterly. And if they pay quarterly, it's then due by the end of the month following the end of the calendar quarter. So if an employer does not owe more than $500, they don't have to pay yet. So if the tax owed at the end of the quarter is less than $500, the employer does not pay that quarter. They would just reevaluate at the end of the next quarter. And then if it's the end of the year and they've not paid FUTA because the amount was low, then they must pay it to the IRS by the end of January of the next year. So let's do an example. It's June 30th and XYZ company has not paid FUTA yet. Wages taxable for FUTA are $83,000 year to date. So you need to calculate two things. First, how much do they owe? And must they pay it now or not? So how would we calculate how much FUTA tax they owe if the wages taxable for FUTA are $83,000 so far this year? Well, you would take $83,000 times the FUTA tax rate of 0.6%. That gives us $498. So since it's June 30th, the end of the quarter, do they have to pay now? They do not need to pay in July, which is the month after the end of the quarter, because $498 is less than the $500 threshold. So let's look at the journal entry to record the payment of FUTA tax. It's super simple. FUTA tax payable would go down with a debit, and then cash goes down with a credit. So how do we calculate how much FUTA tax a company owes? Well, you have to fill out Form 940.